Imagine knowing the exact day you'll die and still having to go to work tomorrow. That's how the Norse gods lived. They didn't just believe in fate, they had a detailed schedule of their own deaths, and they couldn't cancel it. In Norse mythology, the gods weren't immortal superheroes. They were cosmic prisoners trapped inside a prophecy called Ragnarök, the end of the world, the death of the gods, the collapse of reality itself. And the terrifying part, they knew exactly how it would happen. Odin, the Allfather, didn't want guesses. He wanted receipts, so he went looking for the future. He sacrificed his eye at Mimir's well for wisdom. He hung himself from the world tree Yggdrasil for 9 nights. He summoned spirits. He questioned seers. He broke every divine rule just to see what was coming. And what he learned ruined him. He saw his own death, devoured by Fenrir, the giant wolf. He saw Thor kill Jörmungandr, then die from its poison. He saw Loki escape, lead an army, and fight Heimdall to the death. He saw Surtur burn the world. He saw the sun swallowed, the seas rise, the stars fall, and the gods die one by one. So Odin did what any desperate ruler would do. He tried to cheat fate. He imprisoned Fenrir. He threw Jörmungandr into the sea. He locked Loki away. He gathered dead warriors into Valhalla. He built an army for a war he already knew he would lose. This is where Norse mythology gets darkly funny. Every single thing Odin did to stop Ragnarök literally caused Ragnarök. When he bound Fenrir, it turned the wolf into a monster. When he betrayed Loki, it turned Loki into his enemy. When he tried to delay fate, he fast-tracked it. It's like reading your own tragic ending, and then doing everything the story tells you not to do. But here's the twist. Even Odin wasn't the one in charge. The future in Norse mythology wasn't written by gods. It was written by 3 beings older than them. The Norns, Urd, Verdandi, Skuld, they lived at the roots of the world tree, weaving destiny like cosmic programmers. They decided who would live, who would die, and when the world itself would end. Not even Odin could command them. Not even Thor could fight them. Not even Loki could trick them. The future was locked, and the more the gods struggled against it, the tighter it closed. This turns Ragnarök into something much scarier. Not a battle, not a disaster, but a trap. A cosmic loop where every attempt to escape destiny becomes the action that fulfills it. And when Ragnarök finally arrived, everything happened exactly as foretold. Fenrir devoured Odin, Thor killed Jörmungandr and collapsed 9 steps later. Loki and Heimdall killed each other. Surtur burned the world. The sun vanished. The seas swallowed the land. The old gods fell. The old world ended. Game over. Except it wasn't. Because after the destruction, the story keeps going. The seas recede, the sky clears, Greenland returns, a new sun rises, some gods survive, some return, and 2 humans emerge to repopulate the world. Ragnarök wasn't just the end, it was a reset, a cosmic reboot. Which leads to the most unsettling idea in Norse mythology. What if Ragnarök already happened before? What if the gods weren't living in the first version of reality, but the last? What if the prophecy wasn't a warning, but a memory? A story passed down from a previous cosmic collapse, and the gods were trapped in a repeating loop of creation and destruction, knowing the future, but powerless to change it. Suddenly, Norse mythology stops being about monsters and starts being about something much darker. The idea that even gods don't have free will, that destiny is a cage, and knowledge doesn't set you free. It just shows you the bars. The Norse gods weren't meant to win. They were meant to fall, so the world could be reborn, so life could continue, so something new could replace something broken. They weren't gods of salvation, they were gods of tragic courage. They stood against a future they couldn't escape. They fought a war they couldn't win, and they still showed up. Which is why the Norse gods feel painfully human. They weren't perfect, they weren't eternal, they weren't safe. They were brave, they were doomed, and they kept going anyway. So here's the uncomfortable question Norse mythology leaves us with. If you knew exactly how your story would end, would you still live the same way? Would you still fall in love, take risks, fight for something that might fail? Or would you freeze, waiting for fate to catch you? And if even gods can't escape destiny, what chance do we have?